Here's my audience. You missed it. Okay. So today I'm talking about how to play volleyball for my public speaking speech number 4. So there's 4 basics to volleyball. There's passing, setting, hitting, and serving. Passing is the most basic and it's needed at any level of volleyball. Setting is a lot harder than it looks and it uses strong hands. Hitting, there's multiple different ways to hit, including attacks, down balls, rolls, pushes, and tips. And then there's 4 different ways to serve as well. So the first one is passing. When you're passing, you want a flat platform, which is this right here. And you can pass right here, or you can pass with your hands. And passing is normally what starts the play. It's the very first contact with the ball. And passers are normally responsible for defense and serve receive. So here is an example of someone passing. They have their platform, and these are all forearm passes. Then you have setting. Setting is the second contact in a volleyball game, and the setter is usually the leader on the court. They're able to pass, they're able to set, and sometimes they're even able to hit very well as well. You can bump set or you can hand set. Hand set is more frequent, but if you get a low pass, then you're going to bump set it up to the hitter. And your set is supposed to be silent. It is supposed to be quick, fast, and very subtle. Here's an example of someone setting. And then we move on to hitting. So hitting, you're going to start with an approach. There's a 2-step approach, a 3-step approach, and sometimes even a 4-step approach if you need to make it a little bit faster. When you hit, you can attack, which is the stereotypical you jump and you do your approach, you swing, and you follow through. But you can also down ball, which is when you swing with your arms, but you stay on the ground. And then you roll, where it's more of the palm of your hand, and you go up and over. You can push, which is an aggressive set, or you can tip, where you use your fingertips to gently push the ball over the net, and you can push or tip it really deep, or you can go just right over the block. When you have hitters, you have outside, right side, and middle hitters. You can also have back row hitters, but those are usually harder to develop those skills. And your hitters are also responsible to block, so they'll block and then they'll back up and go hit the ball after the passers hit. The passers pass, the setters set, and then the hitters attack it. So here's an example of an outside hitter attacking the ball. She does her approach and then she gets up to attack and swing through. And then we have serving. This is the most individual part of the game because the rest of the game is a very much of a team sport. And so you could jump serve or you can stand on the ground and you can do a top spin where it'll float and then just drop immediately. Or you can have a float where the ball seems to move in the air. And float serves are normally harder to pass, so there's a more aggressive serve. And then beginners usually have an underhand where you hold the ball here and you just lightly bump it over like that. When you serve, the person in the right back corner is your server. It's called position 1, and you'll rotate through. So you'll normally have 6 or 7 different servers on a team. And serving starts the play. So this is the only individual aspect. If you miss your serve, then you immediately lose the point. Whereas you can control the play with your serve by serving to specific people or aiming for specific positions. So here we have a jump float serve. Or a standing float. And that's pretty much the basics of volleyball. When you combine them, you'll have a game. You can advance your skills. You can go more into coverage, more into other more specific aspects of the game. But as long as you have these 4 basics, then you're able to play a volleyball game. Thank you for watching.